Welcome, Commanders. This is Commander Fu, and in today's video, I'd like to discuss the aircraft carrier equipment and how to develop your equipment. So, when we go into the aircraft carrier base, you'll notice at the top you've got 5 tabs. The aircraft carrier equipment is where we're going to see what equipment we have. And we're going to be able to go in, and if we have enough materials to be able to upgrade this piece of equipment, and we'll say for a missile here, this is pirate equipment, we're going to be able to, so we have all the materials we need, so we can go through and we can upgrade a few of these. Let's go ahead. Oh, can't do any more. So you can upgrade the equipment on the, and now we have 7, which is exactly what we had done, of these. So you can class, and you have enough, but I don't have enough of the resources. So let's go out, and we can kind of cash in a little bit. And just a little secret, I don't like to do a lot of the cashing in here. I like to save these up because these are really wonderful when you're in the middle of a Bermuda or tower battle. It's really nice to be able to have the resources available that you can pull, and those resources are not stored in your cache where they can actually be taken. So that's just a nice little tip. So we go back in and we're looking at the missile. So I had upgraded 7 of these. I didn't upgrade quite enough, but now I've got enough that I can also now make a blue. So as we cascade up, you'll see that I now have 3 left over of the green, and I have 1 blue. Now, if I wanted to make it purple, I'd need to make at least 2 more blue. Then I could make purple, which cascades up to gold, which can cascade up to red. So essentially it's based on the resources and the materials, because if you don't have enough of the materials, you're not going to be able to do this. You don't have enough of the missile or the equipment itself, you're not going to be able to upgrade it. But as we upgrade, you notice that the specs go up. So the blockade to aircraft, going from blue to purple, is 12 to 13.5. And then for your electronic countermeasure, you've got 6% to 9%. So this is how we upgrade our equipment. There's also a nice little thing at the bottom where you can go in and you can look. This is the equipment handbook. So it's a little tedious to actually do, but if you're going through and you're looking and saying, I need to find a missile that gives me aircraft attack, I can go through and I can look and say, okay, well, this is a Skyfire missile. I say that. So it's a Skyfire missile, and overall attack, and it gives me 18%. Well, this is not the aircraft attack that I was looking for. So let's keep looking. We go back in the handbook, and we'll say this is the Typhoon missile, and it gives battleship, cruiser, and destroyer attack, and it gives the amount, but that's still not the aircraft attack that I'm looking for. So let's say this one. That's the Queen Elizabeth. Oh, aircraft attack. So in order to get aircraft attack, you have to get, this is one of the missiles that's available for aircraft attack. Also, you can go in and look, and it will tell you where you can get the Queen Elizabeth missile. Kind of intuitive that the Queen Elizabeth missile comes from disassembling a Queen Elizabeth carrier. But what you'll also notice on here is you've got the different levels, but if you notice, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 across that are all level 19. Well, as you go across, you're going to find this is giving you for the gold. Then the next one down is the purple, and so on. So this is just an easy way. If you're doing research and you find that you have a carrier skill that you want to augment, you can go into the handbook and you can really get an idea of what you're trying to get. So we'll say this one, Lounging Ordinary. If we advance this thing all the way to the very top of what it can do, this is pretty amazing. Aircraft carrier speed at 80%, and your gathering speed is 96%. I think I just found a goal. So you can really improve a lot of this equipment. Then you can also save yourself a little bit by doing the research and figuring out whether or not you do or don't want a piece of equipment. There are some things that people will go through and build up, and they just don't really do much for you. And then there's also the fun of actually trying to get some of this equipment. So when we go into the factory, we can look at another way of looking at what the equipment is. We can go in and say the Ford. Let's say if it's a gold at, we'll say 58. Do the disassembly preview. And it's not working. Well, let's preview the attributes. So the Ford carrier gives us aircraft carrier speed, overall armor, and overall attack. So when you're looking at these, it tells you the things that give you that. And when you've got the overalls, the overall will pretty much just be straight up overall attack. So you want to try and cater your equipment, your aircraft, and your subs to kind of affect these these attributes. And I don't understand why it's not giving me that preview. But you can also do the same as far as a preview. Don't want to do that. But it's the crafting your equipment is very important, and knowing where to put it is important. Also, in this, your aircraft, they're very important to what you're doing. Understanding what the aircraft can do and how they relate to your equipment and your subs. Those are the key things that you need to understand and learn. And a lot of this comes from just playing around with it and figuring it out on your own. I've had questions. I just got a new LinkedIn. What do I want to put on this? There's not one solid answer. And you asked about 30 people that are experienced in the game. More than likely, you're going to get 30 different answers as to what is the best setup for that carrier. A lot of it is also based on what you do have and don't have. There are things that one person may have that's going to make this thing incredible that you can't find. There are things that you can get from tearing apart different carriers, but some of the equipment, it's almost like you've got a 1 in 30 shot, and who wants to go buy 30 different Lincolns to get one specific part? So some of it is based on luck, some of it's based on knowledge, but more so luck. So I hope this helps people. And if you like the video content and you like the idea of me continuing, please hit the like buttons, hit the notification so you'll know when. And if you could, please subscribe. It helps my viewership and helps me continue the channel. Hope everybody has a great time and is enjoying the game. and thank you very much.